The foreign ministers from the BIMSTEC member states paid a joint call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. The Prime Minister had fruitful discussions with the group of ministers on further strengthening the regional cooperation in diverse areas including connectivity, energy, trade, health, agriculture, science, security and people-to-people connect. He stressed on the role of BIMSTEC as an engine for economic and social growth. So those are visuals on your screens of Prime Minister Narendra Modi holding discussions with the BIMSTEC nations. Remember, there are 9 BIMSTEC countries from South Asia and Southeast Asia with whom the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar held talks with yesterday. Now, the key outcomes of these talks are that there is going to be energy cooperation amongst all the nations and joint development that is going to be beneficial for the BIMSTEC nations. Apart from India, the BIMSTEC nations involve Maldives, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia. And the foreign ministers of all these countries held their talks at the BIMSTEC retreat yesterday with External Affairs Minister of India. And as the Prime Minister reiterated after the meeting that was held, Madhav Nalapat on the telecast with me. Professor Nalapat, the BIMSTEC summit has completed. Today was the day when the ministers of the BIMSTEC nations met Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the focus area continues to be mutual cooperation for the growth of the BIMSTEC nations and particularly energy development.
Well, I'd like to say that it's a very important alliance and a very, very significant meeting. And it's good that the Prime Minister found time to meet the ministers because BIMSTEC is a very consequential alliance. It is, it's not just a question of looking east. This government is acting east and it's making both the Middle East, that is what we call West Asia, and Southeast Asia, both are high priorities for India. And the fact of the matter is, India's natural neighborhood is not just South Asia, it's Southern Asia, which basically goes right from Southeast Asia up to all the countries of the Middle East. The Southern Asia and not South Asia is basically the hinterland of India. And this government has woken up to that and has basically understood that. So it's acting in accordance with that. It's not simply South Asia, it's Southern Asia. And in that context, the BIMSTEC meeting is important. These are major countries, and there can be tremendous amount of synergy between India and these countries. So I think we can see a lot of joint activity take place between the BIMSTEC members, and therefore I think this is a very welcome meeting.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.